If you're among one of the thousands of players who took a look on Amazon.com and saw the pre-pricing for the Murders at Karlov Manor and blew your top thinking about how expensive this product was going to be, well, don't worry, we have a lot to talk about in today's video, and it may not be as bad as you think. What is Wizards of the Coast trying to pull over on the players now? What is that pricing for the Murders at Karlov Manor? Better yet, what's Amazon.com doing putting a price point like that up for players? Is it real? Is this what it's come to? Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here. Thanks again for hanging out with me on the channel. Now, if you're new to this channel and you've just kind of stumbled across this beginning video clip and you're like, what is he talking about? Well, let's take a look at what I'm talking about. We're going to take a look at this first screenshot. This is taken from Amazon.com. Here are the Murders at Karlov Manor Collector Booster Box. 12 packs, 180 Magic cards for $324 US. Whew, okay. How about the 4 Commander decks for $189.20 US? Or, I didn't show it on this screen, but you can also take a look at the draft box, the new Play Booster Box. I shouldn't say draft box anymore. The new Play Booster Box for $203 plus taxes, shipping, whatever, US. Guys, that on the surface looks like pure insanity. For those who are in Canada, right, we'd have to convert it to 30% more. So that $324 or whatever plus tax, you'd be adding another 30% on top of all that, and then the taxes here in Canada. That looks like an insert that we're talking Modern Horizons 2 collector box prices for a standard product. I know. On the surface, there is a reason why players are angry right now, but guess what? As much as I would love to get on this giant rant train about what Amazon and Wizards has just done, what they are trying to pull over on the players, it's just not true. I want to be angry, but that's not what's happening. Let me go ahead and show you this next slide. Here is 401 Games here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and you can see the Murders at Karlov Manor, Canadian, $329.99. That's the price, guys. Okay, that's Canadian, which means you would take that price and you would actually take away 30% and then add the tax if you were a US customer buying in Canada. Now, if I show you the next slide here, let's pop this one up. Here again is 401 Games, okay, and you can see here the collector box, the Commander decks, all 4 for $199 Canadian, which would be more like $150 US. You can see the Play Booster Box is $209 Canadian, which puts it around $150 US. And even the Clue game says it is $74.95 Canadian, which means the Clue game in the States is actually going to be about $50. Now, I want you guys to understand, the prices that Amazon has put in place are like a placeholder price. Okay, they haven't gotten all their final stuff in. This is the price they were told to put up for now. And later on, they're going to surprise you. They're going to throw flowers and all kinds of wonderful things your way and say, here's the pricing. Unlike what they did with Ravnica Remastered, and they turned it to a high, started lower and turned it higher. I think this will be a reversal. This placeholder price will get replaced with real pricing somewhere in the next 30 days, and you'll see it's a lot cheaper. Now, anyone who gets dragged in to paying these higher prices, I hope you didn't buy. I hope you stay away from it. But that Clue game for around $50 US looks a lot more attractive, doesn't it? And when you take a look at those Commander decks at around, what, 150-ish, give or take, 140 something, the Play Booster Box should be around 157. Like, you're going to see a lot better pricing, a lot more justified pricing, because look at the Canadian prices at multiple websites here in Toronto and around Ontario. I can find the prices from multiple LGS all within about $5-10 of each other. Okay, and we have shipping and import fees here in Canada to bring the products from the US to Canada. So those people in the US, you always pay less than us. So you're going to save anywhere from 30 to 43% off that price point. So look forward to it. It's kind of a nice surprise. And as much as I want to get angry and start ranting about the ripoff and the pricing, that's not what it's going to be. It's still expensive compared to the old draft boxes. It's still going to be a lot more expensive. And yes, you're going to see probably $5-10 more on a collector box because Wizards has raised their rates, but it's not the pricing you're seeing there. It's not going to be $324 US, okay? And if you try to find a Canadian version of this, like if I go to Amazon.ca and try to find the Murder at Karlov Manor stuff, it's not even posted. It's not even there. So there's a whole discrepancy there that just lets me kind of realize, after looking at all the retailers here and checking with them, these are their prices. This is stuff that's come from their distributor. So there is no way a US customer is going to pay more than a Canadian customer when you're taking all that stuff into account. So for all the people who were like flipping your lid, and I saw the Reddits, I saw the emails come my way, the people who talked to me on the private Discord messages, if you're my patrons and stuff, I get it, but it's not the real pricing. Not the way unless there's some really crazy stuff going on and the Moxman's totally wrong, it looks to me like a placeholder price because they haven't actually got the final pricing put in place. And they or it's kind of like a switcheroo where they want to surprise you to attract you into buying it. Almost like a marketing ploy. You see it marked up, then they bring it to what the actual pricing should be, and you think you're saving money, but really, it should have been that price all along. That's what you're going to see, because when you can take a look at the Canadian pricing, anyone here from the US who's watching this video, you can go to 401.ca, you can go to face-to-face.com or whatever. You can check out Canadian retailers, Harry T, pardon me, and you are going to find these prices listed, but you're going to save a lot of money doing it. Because you realize I shouldn't be buying it yet. You should wait for real pricing closer to the release date. We also know, guys, that none of this stuff is going out of print. It's not going to disappear. They're not going to run out. They may have tightened the print runs, but murders are going to be available. The Murder at Karlov Manor is going to be everywhere. That Clue game is going to be in all kinds of places. It is going to be available for the customers who want to buy it. And I think there's going to be a lot less pre-orders overall. I know the stores have told me that they have really lowered the orders right now until they see how things are going to go and until they actually see products moving from the shelves. And we've started to see, just so you guys know here at the end of the video, whoever's watching this far, we've also started to notice that some older products are starting to leave the store shelves. Zendikar Rising, we had some, Ikoria. Some of the older sets are starting to move just because the pricing looks more attractive than what we're seeing. For people who just want to draft and have a good time, they are buying some of the older boxes. Kind of interesting, right? Either way, I thought you guys should know this stuff. I thought I would share the information because it looks like sticker shock like freaks you out. But then when you realize this is probably not what's really happening, and if it is, they've just totally messed up, but it shouldn't be. It looks to me like this is how it's going to be. Either way, drop some comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think is going on. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you found it here and you enjoyed your time with me today, you enjoyed hanging out here and dropping some comments, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notification bells. We upload content every single day of the week. And I'll look seeing you guys tomorrow. Have an awesome day today. Thanks for stopping by. That's crazy. See you guys soon. And of course, a big shout out, a thank you to the amazing patrons I have, my YouTube membership members who support this channel day in and day out because of that donation. Because they're helping out here on the channel, content comes out every single day. Well, you missed me yesterday, but welcome back to the Ramble Jamble. You've made it. And guess what? I got good news and bad news. All right. First off, I still have coffee. It's a good sign. But get this. It was, if you're watching this, this is the night of like our Christmas dinner at work. So I had to get home from work and then record the video. Which means, not this video you're watching right now, but pay attention to Friday's video. Pay attention to it. Because there are only so many hours in a day. And today I'm not sleeping. Today I have to stay awake a full, 40 something hours, because by the time this video gets edited, done, and filled out for you guys and put together, it's gonna be like 3 or 4 in the morning when I'm getting up for work, because the dinner didn't end till like 10 something. So by the time you get home and drive and drop off people and walk the dog and stuff, yeah, then you start recording and editing and stuff. It's gonna be hilarious. I can't wait to see how my Friday video turns out. Just a little useless knowledge to pass along to you all. I'm kind of jacked up on coffee right now. It's gonna fade in about, this is the end of the video, and we're like 10 3:12. So I got like 40 minutes till I would get up for work and walk the dog. No point in sleeping now. Might as well just jack through it. You got to hang in there sometimes and hang tough to bring content to the masses. And you guys are awesome. You deserve no less. Sometimes you need to go above and beyond in life just to make it happen because the people around you deserve it. And it's so much fun to do. That stuff going on was crazy when I checked with all the retailers, guys. It blew people's mind. What? Let me take a look at that. Are you serious? And then you get all these texts and stuff, like all these things on my Instagram texting me like, did you see that pricing? That's insane. They're trying to rip us off. I'm like, what? And then I checked some of the locals. No, those prices don't have. No, that's not going to be the price. That's a placeholder price. They haven't figured it out yet. They haven't got direction from Wizards of the Coast. It's going to be hilarious, man. Either way, we've made it this far. You're here at the end. I'm glad you stuck around. You put that boomstick in the comment section. We're going to play a game. We're here late in the video. Okay. If I get 60 comments, 60 with a boomstick, that's a lot. I got to slant it. It's got to be in the house's favor. If 60 people put a boomstick in there, 60. I'm going to do something special on the live stream this weekend. Yeah, we're going to have some fun. But it only counts tomorrow. You can't do it 2 or 3 days later. Like, do alt accounts and stuff. It's got to be at that moment. And then somebody may have to remind me that this happened because we'll see how tired I am tomorrow. Have a great one, guys.